Thank you. And it's Yodlee, not Yodlee, but you'll get there eventually. So since it's not New York, and I'll assume you haven't seen all of our demos from our clients, let me explain who we are. We're a platform software company that provides online banking and personal finance tools to millions and millions of users worldwide. We've been launched in Europe for quite some time. And one of the new capabilities we're really happy to announce are some of the extended support for our European users, which includes a couple of key extensions to our platform. So not only are we a provider on the software developer side, but we also provide solutions for financial institutions to white label and offer to their clients. So we've now got English, Spanish, and French, and it's as simple as either providing it through a single sign-on assertion, and then the whole system will be in French, Spanish, or English. And also, the user can specify what their base currency of their account wants to be. So we support the ability to be in euros, in dollars, whatever it is necessary for your customer segment. So European coverage is looking really, really strong. We have over 600,000 end consumers using our products here in the European market, which is fantastic, and many hundreds of millions of dollars of financial accounts aggregated. But let me tell you what's new and innovative from us this year. As you may know, we launched an app store about a year ago, and the store has attracted several hundred developers. And those developers are building really interesting and new things. And one of the great new inventions that we're bringing to market today are some tools to get away from using desktop software like Quicken and Microsoft Money, which is a file import tool, as well as a new digital vault. Both of these services will be available for sale, so consumers will pay money, $5 or €5 for the service. And the vault actually launches a great new feature, which is subscription-based services. What this means is if you're a financial institution and you want to start selling to your consumers add-on financial capabilities, Yodlee's platform allows developers to build financial applications, layer in on top of your existing service, and make a completely personalized experience. So you wonder who might be doing that. We've got definitely smaller developers, 5, 10, 20 employee type of experience. But we also have really large organizations like H&R Block, which are big corporations building tax prep services and so forth. One of the cool FinApps that we're doing right now is the Vault. And what's really interesting about the Vault is it's an automated service across our platform. In normal aggregative concepts, you would get your balances and transactions. What's new now is we actually can download and store all of your PDF statements, all of your images off your checks, any other sorts of documents the consumer may have at their online financial institution. We then actually peel off the data from it, so we can actually pull off all your tax prepper information and other information like that. As an end consumer, I can actually upload my own content, and so as a bank, you can rebrand this and you'll earn a rev share on the amount of revenue the services charged to the consumer. So let's choose a file. I'm working on a new document for my family. We upload the family guide. And the moment I do that, we're doing an authentication check, make sure that there's no bad viruses and so forth inside the document. You'll see also we have statement support, so we're automatically grabbing all your documents and personal statements and so on. And perhaps one of the more interesting elements of that is the new check download support. So one of the challenges in the US, in particular, documents that are transient, and often online banks kill online documents like deposit information notices at ATMs and checks and so forth. We're now aggregating those on behalf of the consumer and keeping a copy of all this content permanently. So traditional sort of gift from Yodlee is when a consumer uses our service, we're always storing their data forever. You can have a look here. Here's a check that I just downloaded from my Allied checking account. You can see it up over here. And there's the check image. We're storing it, and we're allowing the consumer to go and annotate it if they wish to afterwards. So the great value prop there is you're going to get consumers that want to store their content online. You'll be able to add to it as well. You can add your own incremental pieces of content if you want to. The next really interesting new FinApp that's come to market, which we've been building with a partner down in India actually called Sonata Software, is really fantastic new file importer. So what we've heard from customers in some parts of the world is, oh, we hate aggregation. I'd never let my website get scraped. So we've built actually a tool for consumers to upload their own content in either Quicken, Money, or in Yodlee format. And what's really interesting about that is I can create a new online banking account from it, or I can import it into an existing account. So one of the big transition things we've seen is people are starting to use online PFM at the very large financial institutions, but they've got all their information stored in a CSV file, or maybe they've been a long-time Quicken and Money user. So what we've done is built the ability for the consumer to upload all of their content in one step and lose the microphone at the same time. So I'm going to hit browse. I've got a standard checking account information that I've been built in Quicken. I get to name it whatever I want. I'll call it Bank of America. Rescued out of Quicken Rescue. Pretty straightforward. I get to set my opening balance, which we'll say is 40,000. Choose the currency of the account. And then what happens is we go and parse the file, identify any transactions that are in there that we don't recognize. So we've found a transaction tagged as dining, so I'm going to flag that as a restaurant. And we keep getting timeout warnings. Love that. So we're going to flag that as a restaurant. 1 second. Going to categorize that. We've got a paycheck that we need to categorize. And then we go. So what we're doing right now is we're importing all those transactions, creating a new bank account for me in online personal finance, and freeing this user from having to use desktop software anymore, such as Quicken or Money. And we are done. So then if I go over and have a look at my accounts, we should be able to see that import completed. And we have now given the consumer an easy way to get to all of their content, not only the stuff that's been traditionally at their bank, but now things that they may have stored on their PC and so on. And the upside of that is if we have a look in here, now I'm up and running. I don't have to worry about all my old transactions. They've been categorized for me. And the FinApp platform has now been extended. So what we're doing here at Yodlee is building a platform for developers, building a consumer experience that can be branded by large financial institutions, and blending those things into an ultimate personalization experience so that each consumer can choose what FinApps are relevant to them, get the services that they need, and as a financial institution, you can earn revenue when the products are sold directly to them. Thanks very much for your time. See you at the booth.